With the Resident Evil 4 remake due to be released on March 24th, 2023, here's the complete Resident Evil mainline game timeline in 5 minutes. Let's go. In 2002's Resident Evil 0, a train owned by the Umbrella Corporation is attacked by leeches in the Arkley Mountains. STARS officer Rebecca Chambers teams up with Billy Kun, a former Marine and convict, after discovering that everyone on the train has been turned into zombies by the T-virus. The pair end up at an Umbrella training facility where the two face off against a tyrant and eventually kill it. They then fight the Queen Leech and kill it before destroying the facility. In 1996's Resident Evil, Chris Redfield, Albert Wesker, Jill Valentine, and Barry Burton take refuge in a mansion filled with sinister creatures that are products of Umbrella's experiments with the T-virus. Jill and Chris find an underground lab and discover that Wesker is a double agent who wants to use a tyrant to kill the rest of the members of STARS. Wesker is seemingly killed and the tyrant defeated. Jill and Chris then activate the lab's self-destruct sequence and escape via helicopter. In 1999's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Jill Valentine tries to escape a zombie-infested Raccoon City and is attacked by a monster known as Nemesis. She meets Carlos Oliveira and 2 other UBCS operatives and later becomes infected with the T-virus. Fortunately, Carlos finds a vaccine in a nearby hospital and saves her. Carlos later tells Jill that a nuclear strike will be used to destroy the city. Jill faces off against the mutated Nemesis one last time and destroys it with a railgun before escaping the city with Carlos by helicopter. In 1998's Resident Evil 2, Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield make their way to the RPD. Claire finds a little girl named Sherry Birkin and Leon meets Ada Wong. Leon fights a tyrant looking for the new G-virus and Claire becomes separated from Sherry. Ada then finds her and teams up with Leon, who is then shot by Sherry's mother, Annette. It turns out Sherry has an embryo in her to spread the virus. Leon and Claire manage to give Sherry a vaccine to save her, and Leon and Ada defeat the mutated tyrant. Ada escapes with a sample of the G-virus, and after the train self-destructs, Leon and Claire escape the city with Sherry. In 2000's Resident Evil Code Veronica, Claire escapes imprisonment on Rockford Island with Steve Burnside after a T-virus outbreak. The two flee via plane, which is then redirected to a facility in Antarctica by Alfred Ashford. Claire and Steve find the facility overrun, and before being killed, Alfred revives his sister Alexia, who had been in cryogenic sleep. Chris Redfield and Albert Wesker make their way to the facility, and Chris frees Claire. Steve mutates and tries to kill Claire, but then turns on Alexia, who kills him. Wesker escapes with Steve's body, and Chris defeats Alexia and escapes with Claire before the facility self-destructs. In 2005's Resident Evil 4, Leon S. Kennedy is sent to Spain to rescue Ashley Graham, the president's daughter, from Los Illuminados, a cult infected with the parasite known as Las Plagas. After being infected, Leon works with Luis Serra to escape and rescues Ashley from a nearby church. After getting separated from Ashley, Leon meets Ada Wong and teams up with her. After Jack Krauser dies, Leon rescues Ashley again. The two then remove the Plagas from their bodies with a special device. Ada and Leon kill Sadler, and Ada makes off with the Las Plagas sample while Ashley and Leon escape via jet ski before the island blows up. In 2009's Resident Evil 5, Chris Redfield works with Sheva Elamar to capture Ricardo Irving in Kijuju, West Africa, where the locals have been infected with Las Plagas. After killing Irving, Chris and Sheva find an underground biolab. The two face off against Albert Wesker and a brainwashed Jill and free Jill of her mind control. The two then end up on a tanker and battle a mutated Gion, who they then kill. After Wesker crash lands in a volcano, he exposes himself to Ouroboros and fights Chris and Sheva. After defeating Wesker, Sheva and Chris escape in a helicopter with Jill and Stone. In 2012's Resident Evil 6, Jake Muller and Sherry Birkin are hunted by a bioweapon named Ustanak while Chris Redfield deals with a new outbreak. An imposter, Ada Wong, kills most members of the BSAA and captures Sherry and Jake. The US president is then infected, forcing Leon Kennedy to kill him. Jake and Sherry manage to escape captivity, and Chris arrives in Lanxiang. Chris and Pierce defeat the bioweapon Chaos, and Jake and Sherry kill Ustanak. The real Ada kills her double, helps Leon and Helena kill Simmons, and destroys the lab where her clone was created. In 2017's Resident Evil Biohazard, Ethan Winters looks for his wife Mia in Louisiana. He finds her but is forced to kill her. A revived Mia cuts off his left hand, but Jack Baker drags him to another house where Zoe sews it back on. Ethan escapes and gathers ingredients for a serum to cure everyone. Ethan then fights and defeats Jack. After escaping, Ethan is shipwrecked and finds a hidden lab. Here he learns of a bioweapon called Evelyn. He develops a toxin and injects Evelyn with it, causing her to mutate. A military squad arrives and helps him kill the monster, and Ethan is extracted by helicopter. Finally, in 2021's Resident Evil Village, Ethan and Mia are now in Europe with their daughter Rosemary. Mia is killed and Rosemary abducted. Ethan finds Rosemary in literal pieces in Dimitrescu Castle and finds out the Mia Chris killed was Mother Miranda in disguise. Miranda then kills Ethan. Chris plants a bomb on the Mega Mice seat he finds beneath the village and rescues the real Mia. Ethan revives, kills Miranda, and sacrifices himself to detonate the bomb on the Mega Mars seat. Chris then gets Mia and Rosemary to safety before departing to the BSAA's European headquarters. Whew. Well, that's it. That's pretty much the entire Resident Evil mainline game timeline in 5 minutes. What do you think of this little summary / recap? And are there any other games or game franchises you want me to summarize in 5 minutes? Please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you hot content on the regular. That's it for now. From me and the stars here at Metasquad, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!